Seattle teenager Andrew Detmer is bullied at school and abused by his alcoholic father, Richard, while also coping with his mother, Karen's battle with cancer. His only friend is his cousin, Matt Garetty. Inspired by Matt's on-and-off girlfriend, Casey, Andrew buys a camera to make a video diary about his life. Matt invites Andrew to a party to help him mingle, but he leaves after his filming causes an altercation with another attendee. Popular student Steve Montgomery approaches Andrew and asks him to record a large hole he and Matt discovered in the woods. The three journey down the hole where they discover a glowing crystalline object. The object suddenly begins to react violently, and the camera shorts out. Weeks later, Andrew, Matt, and Steve have developed telekinetic abilities, though they suffer nosebleeds when they overexert themselves. Unable to revisit the hole after it is closed off by police, they start using their abilities to play pranks on people. But it goes too far when Andrew telekinetically pushes a rude motorist off the road into a nearby pond. After the trio manages to save the man from drowning, Matt insists they restrict the use of their powers, particularly against living beings. After Steve discovers they can have flight abilities, the trio agrees to fly around the world together following graduation, with Andrew, in particular, desiring to visit Tibet. Steve encourages Andrew to use his powers for a magic act in the school talent show, which amazes their peers. Andrew relishes his newfound popularity at a house party, but the night ends in disaster when he drunkenly vomits on a classmate he had intended to have sex with, and Steve accidentally offends him while trying to lighten the mood. Richard confronts Andrew after finding his camera and beats him. Andrew uses his powers to violently repel him and flees the house. In the middle of a lightning storm, Steve flies out to console him. But as Andrew becomes increasingly frustrated, Steve is suddenly struck by lightning and killed. Andrew denies responsibility when questioned by Matt at the funeral, but later privately begs forgiveness at Steve's grave. Andrew is once again ostracized at school following the incident at the party. After telekinetically ripping teeth from a bully's mouth, Andrew begins to identify as an apex predator and rationalizes that he should not feel guilty for using his powers to hurt those weaker than him. Desperate to pay for his mother's medication, Andrew disguises himself with his father's firefighter gear and uses his powers to rob a gang and a gas station, inadvertently causing an explosion that puts him in the hospital and police custody. At his bedside, a distraught Richard informs an unconscious Andrew that Karen has died after spending the day searching for him. Richard berates Andrew for allegedly causing his mother's death and prepares to strike him, but Andrew abruptly awakens and blows out the wall of the room. Matt experiences a severe nosebleed and realizes Andrew is in trouble after seeing a news alert on TV about a mysterious explosion downtown. He and Casey head to the hospital to find Andrew unleashing his rage all over downtown. Matt fights Andrew, crashing through buildings, hurling vehicles, and landing at Space Needle while the police surround them. Matt tries to reason with Andrew, but he is too far gone and threatens other bystanders, so Matt reluctantly kills him with a spear from a nearby statue. Matt flies away before the police can reach him. Sometime later, Matt lands in Tibet with Andrew's camera, apologizing to him while vowing to use his powers for good and discover the truth about what happened to them. He points the camera at a Tibetan monastery in the distance before flying away, leaving the camera behind.